Welcome to another session of Accountancy for the 12th Standard with me, Vishwanath Sir. Today, of course, as usual, I shall continue where we last left off, that was admission of a partner. And I advised you earlier that CBSE has made certain changes, and the changes is the partner's capital need not be adjusted as per the new profit sharing ratio. Okay, so you don't have to worry about adjusting that is removed and deleted from the syllabus. Okay, so I'll take the next sum up, and in the next sum I shall as usual explain to you all the adjustments, and after making the adjustments you are supposed to do the sum as an assignment for homework. Okay, so let us start off. There are two partners and the names of the two partners are Gupta and Mathur. Okay, these are the two partners, Gupta and Mathur, and they are sharing the profits and losses in the ratio 3:1. Okay, they are sharing the profits and losses in the ratio 3:1. Now what happens is they are ready to admit a new partner whose name is Agarwal. But let's now concentrate about what is there in the balance sheet. Your first step as usual, prepare the following. Okay, you're going to prepare the following. That is, number one, revaluation account. Number two, partner's capital account. Number three, cash/bank account, one of the two, or you can combine them. Number four, goodwill account. And number five is the revised balance sheet. Okay, so these are the first things which you are going to do. Prepare these these accounts, and these are accounts, while this is a statement. Your step number two, you shall enter the balances of cash and partner's capital. So whatever is the balance, you will write here to balance brought down, and partner's capital you will write as by balance brought down. So the old partner's balance which is there in the old balance sheet will be written to you. In this sum, Gupta is 60,000 and Mathur is 32,000. So that will be put here, and also the cash balance also will be put forward. You can add both the cash at bank and cash in hand and put 40 plus 5, 45,000. You can put it in that particular range. To balance brought down 45,000. Okay, so your first two steps are over, and the next step is to, if you have to check if there is any general reserve fund or P&L in the balance sheet. Fine. Okay, so there is general reserve in the balance sheet, and the general reserve is given as 8,000. Okay, so the general reserve is given as rupees 8,000. So this has to be distributed amongst the old partner. The old partner are Gupta and Mathur, and it should be distributed in the ratio 3:1. Okay, 3:1. that means 3/4 of 8,000 and 1/4 of 8,000. Okay, of means multiplication. So this will be 6,000 and 2,000. Okay, go to your partner's capital account and put it on the credit side by general reserve, and in the columns of Gupta and Mathur put the respective figures of 6,000 and 2,000 respectively. Okay, so that was general reserve for you, which has been transferred to the partner's capital account. Fine. So we finished with whatever is there in the balance sheet, and now we shall go for the adjustments. In the adjustments, they will always mention you two very important things. One about the capital which the new partner is getting, and the second is about the goodwill. Okay, so they decide to admit Agarwal, and Agarwal is admitted on the following terms. He is going to get capital of 20,000. He's going to get a capital of 20,000. So what is the entry for that? So it will be cash is coming into the firm, cash account debit to Agarwal's capital account. Okay, cash account debit to Agarwal's capital account. It will be 20,000. 20,000. Okay, so go to your cash account, and there you write to Agarwal's capital, and then go to Agarwal's capital, that's your partner's capital account, and write down buy cash, and this should come in, this is Gupta, Mathur and Agarwal, it should come in Agarwal's column. Okay, so this was your entry for capital which the new partner gets. Now let's go to where he is going to get goodwill. Fine. So the capital aspect is over. Let's go to the goodwill aspect. In the goodwill aspect, it is written that the value of the firm's goodwill. Okay, the firm's goodwill is 40,000. The goodwill of the firm is 40,000. Now, what is the value of the goodwill which Agarwal is supposed to get? He is supposed to get 1/5 of 40,000. That means Agarwal is supposed to get rupees 8,000 as goodwill. Okay, is it clear? So Agarwal is supposed to get goodwill as 8,000, but it's not written anywhere in the sum that he is getting the goodwill. Fine, which means that goodwill, you are not getting goodwill in cash, so this entry of cash account debit to goodwill will not be there. This entry will not be there. And the next entry, following entry is what? Goodwill account debit to the old partner, that is to Gupta's account, to Mathur's account. Okay, this would have been the entry, but this entry is not there. So the word goodwill is erased and we write down Agarwal's current account. We'll write down Agarwal's current account debit. Okay, that will be 8,000. Now, of course, they haven't given us the new ratio. They haven't given us a new ratio in the sum, which means that the old ratio is the sacrifice ratio. So again here it will be 6,000 and 2,000 respectively. Okay, and of course we should remember that Agarwal's current account has to come in the assets. Okay, the second effect of Agarwal's current account will come in the assets, because we have to recover money from him. The firm has to recover money from him. So we put it in his current account. Okay, so we have finished with the first adjustment and the second adjustment. The first adjustment tells that the new partner is getting capital of rupees 20,000, and the second, he was supposed to get goodwill of 8,000. The firm's goodwill, firm का जो goodwill है वो 40,000 है, उसके जो 1/5 वैल्यू है 40,000 का, वो 8,000 अग्रवाल लाना चाहिए, लेकिन वो नहीं ला पाता है. इसके लिए ये एंट्री रहेगा, अग्रवाल करंट अकाउंट टू गुप्ता's कैपिटल टू माथुर्स कैपिटल, ओके। और ये जो उसका दूसरा इफेक्ट है एसेट्स में चला जाएगा, ओके। सो वी आर फिनिश्ड विद द फर्स्ट टू एडजस्टमेंट, दैट इज कैपिटल and the goodwill aspect. You will find in most of the sums that this is the most important entry, because the other adjustments which are there are very easy to follow. They have written that premises is to be appreciated by 20%, okay. Premises is to be appreciated by 20%. Now what is the value of the premises? The value of the premises is 50,000, okay. It is 50,000. So premises which was 50,000, there is an appreciation of 20%. That means there is an appreciation of 10,000. So the new value of premises is 60. Now we have to account for the second effect of this 10,000. This is your revaluation account, okay. On the debit side is all our losses. How is it a loss? It's a loss when the value of the asset falls down or the value of the liability rises, and it is a profit. So this is debit this side. When the value of the asset rises or the value of the liability falls, it's a profit for us. So we'll put it on this side as buy premises, and the amount which will be put will be 10,000. Okay, is that clear? So premises which has gone up by 20%, two effects, add 10,000 to 50,000, and the second effect in revaluation account, you put it on the credit side because it is an income. So your premises is over, this adjustment is over. Let's have a look at the other adjustments which is going to affect the revaluation account. The stock and the fixtures to be reduced by 10%. The stock and the fixtures to be reduced by 10%. Okay, what is the value of stock? The value of stock is 40,000. Reduce that by 10%. Okay, reduce the stock by 10%, fall in value. So 4,000. So the new value is 36,000. Second effect, revaluation account debit side. Why? Debit side we record all the losses. Okay, revaluation account, you will put it on the debit side. Next, we also have to account for fixtures. The value of the fixtures is 2,000. The value of the fixture is 2,000. Fixtures is 2,000. Fall in value 10%, so 200. So the value of fixture is 1,800. Second effect, again revaluation account debit side. Why? Because the value of the asset has fallen down. Okay, आपका दोनों जो आइटम है एसेट्स में, स्टॉक और फिक्चर्स, उसका वैल्यू नीचे गिर चुका है. ओके, जब नीचे गिर चुका है आपको माइनस करना पड़ेगा और ये वैल्यू आउटर कॉलम में आपको लिखना पड़ेगा. उसका जो दूसरा इफेक्ट है रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में डाल देते हैं, क्योंकि डेबिट साइड में हम लोग हमेशा वो एंट्रीज डालते हैं जहां हमको हमारा एसेट्स में एसेट्स का जब भी गिरावट होता है या लाइबिलिटी का जो वैल्यू बढ़ता है तभी हमारा लॉस होता है. इसके लिए वी पुट इट ऑन द डेबिट साइड ऑफ योर रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट. ओके, दे हैव आल्सो टोल्ड प्रोवाइड अ 5% रिजर्व on your debts. Okay, now in this sum they have given us book debts. This is another name for book debts, is another name for debtors. Okay, this is another name for debtors. In the sum they have given the value of debtors as 32,000. जो डेटर्स का जो वैल्यू है या बुक डेट्स का वैल्यू है वो 32,000 दे चुके हैं, और इसका जो वैल्यू है प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेट्स हमको क्रिएट करना है 5%. ओके, दैट इज 1,600. सो इन द आउटर कॉलम इट विल बी 30,400. ये जो 1,600 है इसका वैल्यू नीचे गिर चुका है, इसके लिए वी कैन पुट इट इन द डेबिट साइड of your revaluation account. If you consider this as a liability also, fine, because the value of the liability has risen. First it was 0, now it's 1,600. तो आपको मालूम होगा जो रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में है वो लॉस होता है. हमारा जो एसेट का वैल्यू जो नीचे गिर चुका है उसका वैल्यू हम लोग वहां पर रिकॉर्ड करेंगे. फाइन. देन दे हैव रिटन दैट accrued commission is received rupees 5,000 in full and final settlement. Okay, now what you have to go and do is your accrued commission, if you see, is 6,000, which is given in the balance sheet, is given as 6,000, but you're getting this money. So the entry is cash account debit 5,000. Okay, 5,000, and there is a loss. So this loss I will put it in revaluation account. There is a loss of 1,000 to accrued commission. Okay. So this commission I have got now. I was going to get 6,000, but now I got 5,000 only. Cash account में आप जाके लिखोगे. This is your cash account. So there you will, in the cash account you will write to accrued commission 5,000, and in your revaluation account, you will write down to accrued commission 1,000, and accrued commission will not come in the balance sheet now, it will be over. Okay, fine. After which those entries like creditors, bills payable which you have not entered, put it as it is. Any other items whichever we have not touched, put it as it is. Balance the revaluation account. जो revaluation account है वो आप पहले balance करोगे. Balance होने के बाद जो profit या loss है आप partners capital, old partners के account में डाल दोगे in the old ratio, that is 3:1. Okay, balance the partners capital account, और जो balance partner का capital account से आ चुका है वो आप बैलेंस शीट में डाल दोगे लायबिलिटी साइड में. बैलेंस योर कैश एंड बैंक अकाउंट, एंड पुट द बैलेंस इन योर एसेट्स. ओके, गुडविल इज ऑलरेडी बैलेंस्ड, एंड देन फाइनली बैलेंस योर बैलेंस शीट. काइंडली कंप्लीट दिस सम फॉर होमवर्क एज एन असाइनमेंट. थैंक यू सो मच. दिस इज विश्वनाथ सर साइनिंग ऑफ.